In this video, we'll be taking a look at one NFL game happening on October 30th, 2025, and providing you with a free team pick and total pick for this game, so 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one NFL game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Baltimore Ravens versus Miami Dolphins. A pair of struggling American Football Conference squads will open Week 9 of the NFL schedule in South Beach as the Baltimore Ravens travel to face the Miami Dolphins on Thursday night. Baltimore arrives following a 30-16 home win over Chicago, covering the line as a 2.5-point favorite in a game that showed flashes of their old balance. Miami, in contrast, stunned Atlanta 34-10 on the road, winning outright as a 7-point underdog. The victory marked one of their few complete performances this season. In their regular season history, Baltimore holds a narrow 9-8 edge over Miami, including a dominant 56-19 home win in their most recent meeting on December 31, 2023. At first glance, this matchup seems tailor-made for Baltimore to dominate. Even without Lamar Jackson, the Ravens controlled the Bears in Week 8, producing what many would call their most cohesive team performance of the season. Coming off a bye week, they looked rested, organized, and focused. Their defense limited Caleb Williams and the new Chicago offense to only 16 points and 96 rushing yards, forcing key errors at crucial moments. The performance hinted at the return of the aggressive, disciplined Ravens defense that had defined them in years past. Still, cracks remained. They yielded 372 total yards, allowed Chicago to convert 6 of 13 third downs, and benefited from a Bears turnover, a missed field goal, and several self-inflicted Chicago errors. It was progress, but far from proof that Baltimore has reclaimed its defensive identity. Offensively, Baltimore's unit looked sharper and more efficient. The team produced 24 first downs, managed long drives, and scored 30 points with confidence. The play calling carried rhythm and structure, and their line controlled the tempo at the line of scrimmage. With Lamar Jackson expected to return this week, the offense receives a massive boost in both mobility and creativity. His presence often transforms the Ravens' attack from solid to dynamic. He remains one of the few players in the league capable of single-handedly tilting a game. After a clean, complete effort against Chicago, the Ravens finally have momentum they can build on. Miami, meanwhile, delivered its best outing of the season last Sunday. The Dolphins overwhelmed Atlanta 34-10 in a performance that surprised most observers. They outgained the Falcons 338-213, controlled time of possession, and dictated the pace from the opening drive. It was a complete reversal from the inconsistency that had plagued them all year. Atlanta had looked strong at home, yet the Dolphins dismantled them with efficiency and poise. Kirk Cousins struggled mightily, and Atlanta's defense collapsed under pressure. For a week, Mike McDaniel steadied his tenure, proving that his team still has the tools to compete. Even one convincing win can sometimes revive morale and give players belief that the season is not lost. Still, the oddsmakers' line feels steep in favor of Baltimore. The Ravens have delivered only one convincing performance in the past 2 months, regardless of Jackson's presence. Miami's struggles stretch back into the previous season, yet Baltimore entered this campaign with championship expectations. Despite those hopes, they stand at 2-5 straight up, a record that reflects inconsistency on both sides of the ball. Lamar Jackson's return is important, but trusting a road favorite to cover a full touchdown spread against a hungry opponent is difficult when that favorite ranks 28th in total defense and 30th in scoring defense. Miami's record against the spread tells another story. The Dolphins have covered 6 of their last 8 games as an underdog, and in 7 of their last 8 when getting 5 or more points. They perform best when underestimated. A short week, a trip on the road, and a struggling defense make it difficult to justify Baltimore as a heavy favorite. Both teams have shown flashes of competence followed by inconsistency, and neither has earned the label of reliable. As our first pick for this matchup, the Miami Dolphins to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. There remains a significant lack of trust in Baltimore's defense. The Bears exposed several soft spots even while committing costly mistakes. Caleb Williams led multiple efficient drives, including an 11-play, 83-yard touchdown march to open the fourth quarter that shifted momentum until an interception halted their progress. Without that turnover, Chicago may well have taken the lead late. The Ravens' defense bent throughout the afternoon and benefited more from Chicago's miscues than their own dominance. Miami's offense, while uneven through the first half of the year, finally clicked last week. The Dolphins rediscovered their rhythm on the ground, running for 141 yards, which resembled the explosive approach that once defined them. Tua Tagovailoa looked poised and confident, completing 20 of 26 passes for 205 yards and 4 touchdowns with no interceptions. Playing at home, with warm weather in the low 80s and renewed belief, the Dolphins' speed and spacing could cause trouble for a Baltimore defense that has been unable to stop opponents consistently, giving up 30 points per game and ranking near the bottom of the league. Baltimore's offense, in contrast, found its stride as well. Against Chicago, the Ravens gained 177 rushing yards and made 6 trips to the red zone, converting half into touchdowns. That ground dominance often dictates their success, and Jackson's return should stretch Miami's defense even further. The Dolphins' defensive front has allowed 5 yards per carry, ranking among the worst in the league, and their tackling remains inconsistent. One solid game against a hesitant Kirk Cousins does not erase months of weak defensive tape. Both teams enter with urgency. Each needs a win to keep playoff hopes from fading completely. Miami finally displayed signs of life on offense, while Baltimore wants to re-establish stability and rhythm now that its star quarterback is back. The Dolphins' offense should continue to find openings against Baltimore's inconsistent defense, while the Ravens' attack is likely to exploit Miami's porous tackling and coverage. The result could be a contest driven by offense rather than defensive stops. Statistically, these defenses have been among the league's poorest. Baltimore allows 30 points per game, ranking 30th, while Miami gives up 26.9, placing 27th. Oddsmakers have yet to fully adjust, as the over has hit in 7 of Baltimore's last 8 games and 6 of Miami's last 7. Both clubs allow frequent big plays, miss tackles in open space, and struggle to hold leads once gained. Baltimore has scored 30 or more points in 4 of its 7 games and surrendered at least 37 in 4 others. Miami has given up 27 or more points in 6 of 8 contests and scored 27 or more in half of them. These figures point to consistent offensive output paired with defensive breakdowns. Neither defense appears capable of sustained resistance, making scoring opportunities plentiful on both sides. Considering those trends, the pace of this matchup should remain high throughout. Baltimore's running game will likely carve space with its physicality and depth, while Miami's passing attack should find rhythm in quick strikes and motion-based schemes. Both quarterbacks have favorable matchups, and both offenses can sustain long drives. The game may hinge less on who defends better and more on who capitalizes first and avoids turnovers. Each team's offensive efficiency combined with poor defensive rankings suggests a result that comfortably exceeds expectations. Based on current form, rhythm, and statistical profile, the total points should climb early and stay high. This total remains too conservative for the matchup profile. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.